Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about travel niche websites. I'm going to be showing you guys that they're not dead, although a lot of you guys may think they are. We're going to be running through 3 different websites that are doing very well, and the reason why I am covering this is because Lily Ray actually tweeted these websites out, so I'm just going to highlight some of the things that these websites are doing very well. Make sure to check out Lily Ray, follow her on Twitter if you guys haven't, because she does tweet out quite a lot of good, useful stuff, especially after like core algorithm updates and stuff. Good person to follow. But if we take a look, we have got visitidaho.org, we have got experiencekissimmee.com, and we have got travelsouth-dakota.com. Now, 3 different websites, all 3 of them have started to go up in traffic. So if we take a look at overview 1.1, if we take a look here, as you can see, once it does load, Ahrefs loves being slow when I am recording. As you can see, they have essentially, or Visit Idaho has went up. It took a slight dip, but again, we are at 40,000 traffic value, so they are doing quite a lot of things right. One thing that I'll focus on very quickly is how active they are on social platforms. So they're not just relying on Google traffic. If we take a look here, as you can see, 121,000 followers and 2K people following, and they do a lot of posts. Some of the posts, it's a bit hit and miss, like this one only had 9 likes, but one thing to bear in mind when you are trying to scale out Facebook traffic, for example, if you are linking out off the platform of Facebook, the visibility of some of those posts are a little bit lower, whereas if you're actually keeping people engaged and you might have a link, for example, like they have here, it's a lot higher. So just bear that in mind when you are trying to scale out Facebook traffic or even Twitter traffic. I've noticed it myself whenever I link out and it's not native to the platform, the actual tweet doesn't perform as well. If we take a look at their Twitter, as you can see, 30,000 followers, and they have been scaling out their Twitter as well. Let's take a look at their YouTube here. 4,000 subscribers. Their last video that they or one of their videos has 50,000 views. Let's just take a look and see. 59,172. So again, they've got some videos that have went viral, such as this one here, 366, 778,000. So again, they are on every single platform. And one thing that I got asked in yesterday's video was, Kaz, we don't have the money like NerdWallet and Visit Idaho and stuff like that. Publishing a video doesn't cost that much. Like, for example, if we were to compare the cost of hiring a content writer, getting Surfer SEO or SEO optimizing tools, etc., that's probably going to be about 2,000-3,000 a month that you're spending just on that. So again, you can very easily start publishing videos on your YouTube channel for your website. And again, if we take a look at these guys as well, Experience Kissimmee, let's see what they are doing. So again, these guys, they're not as active. Their last video was a month ago, but they are uploading to their YouTube channel. They don't have anywhere near as much views as these guys, definitely not. But again, it's not hard at all to be scaling out videos, especially with like the rise of AI has made scaling out videos a lot easier. So they've got 463 likes on that, 1,300, 1,300, 183, 700. So they're just active on all social platforms. They're not just doing SEO on Google. There's Instagram SEO, TikTok SEO, Facebook SEO, etc., etc. So just bear that in mind when you guys are trying to build out a brand. It does definitely help with getting people driving people to your actual brand on Google and stuff. So bear that in mind when you are scaling out your websites. Now, one thing that I would like to mention is that these home pages, they look really nice. They look like a genuine brand that I'm actually a little bit excited about, like exploring this website. So they've broke down like things to do in Idaho, and then they've got like hot springs, state parks, horseback riding. So if we click on state parks, for example, as you can see, they've got a list of all the state parks. So let's take a look at Round Lake State Park. Round Lake State Park, there we go. And they've also categorized their posts in very good ways as well. So like, for example, Round Lake State Park, it's in the northern region. So they've got like, if we tweak this to south, they've got like region south, west, east. Actually, do they have south? They might call it something else. They call it southwest. So they don't actually have a full south. So south central, and as we can see here, region south central. So they have categorized what you want to do very well, because as you can imagine, again, I'm not that familiar with Idaho, but I could imagine if you just had things to do in Idaho, and if you're recommending something all the way up here and somebody's all the way down there, it's not a good user experience. So just bear that in mind when you guys are scaling out websites. Try to think of, obviously, categorize your posts, but also think of subcategories as well. There's definitely always ways that you can make your pages a little bit more tighter and compact and create a better user experience for somebody that's landing on the actual page. Because again, it's very easy for me to say, right, okay, I want to see everything that I want to do in northern Idaho, and we can explore the website and we can very easily figure out other things to do in northern Idaho. So just bear that in mind. Again, this is a very similar pattern across all three of the websites. If we even take a look at Travel South Dakota, things to do, they've actually broke things down into like discover things to do, arts, attractions, entertainment, outdoor activities, shopping. Let's say, for example, if my mum was visiting Travel South Dakota, she might use the website very differently to how I would. So she might go straight to the shopping, figure out where the best shopping mall is, and she would basically go there, like, for example, the handbag store, right? Learn more about the handbag store. Right, brilliant. This is where it's located in South Dakota. Brilliant, brilliant. We're going to get directions. We're going to go. One thing to bear in mind as well, and this is actually stated in the Google Quality Rater guidelines. I also mentioned this in my video yesterday, is that outbound links, even if it's not an internal link, if you are, for example, stating directions like what they have here, or let's say you are trying to state or cite a fact, let's say South Dakota has the most horses in the entirety of the US. If you are stating that in your article, try to cite the source, because some people will want to know where you have got that fact. And this get directions, it basically will have like a positive check mark in the Google Quality Rater guidelines as well. So just bear that in mind, just from a user journey point of view. Don't just think it has to be all internal links that's providing a good user journey. It can also be outbound links to getting directions or citing a source, etc. Or even the handbag store. We can visit the handbag store website. So this is their website. We can view their range. Right, okay, they've got handbags with cows on them. Right, we're ready to go. Get directions. Boom. We're on our way to the handbag store in South Dakota to buy a cowboy bag. So just bear that in mind when you are trying to create your pages. Always think of that as well. So let's now take a look at Experience Kissimmee, and then what I'll also try to do is break down a few other things that they also all do. So Experience Kissimmee, obviously they've got like your plan your trip and things to do as well. They have broke down everything, so they've not just got things to do, here you go, good luck, try finding the best golf courses. They actually have broken down everything. Very good user journey. No, I don't want cookies. And as we can see here, they've got all of the golf courses in Kissimmee. To be honest, I actually really like this design. It's quite refreshing to see, as opposed to just seeing the blocks of posts that people usually have on their website. So then let's click on Explore More, and again, you can visit their website, you can send them an email, you can phone them, etc. And again, the content itself, it's not that heavy on some of these posts. So if we go to, right, one thing that I also want to explain to you guys as well is that all of these guys have got a email list as well. So sign up to Experience Kissimmee's mailing list. You can click sign up. You can fill it out, all the details, and you can get a newsletter. Let's just take a look here. Subscribe to e-news, travel South Dakota, and also visit Idaho, do something a little bit different. So they've got like the email sign up here, but they also have a travel guide that you can either download or order by mail. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting this as well is because not that many affiliate websites or not that many travel niche websites, they don't build up a mailing list. So, for example, if this was a typical travel website that has been hit by HCU, what a lot of people would do is they would build out their website, they wouldn't capture any emails, they might have a few affiliate offers, places to visit, etc. And there would never be any intention of me returning back to this website. So always bear in mind, if you can get people to return back to your website, it's way better. It's a lot easier to rank. You like a returning customer is almost, or a returning visitor to your website. It's a very good green tick when it comes to EEAT as well. So just bear that in mind when you are looking to scale out your website. Try to do that as much as possible. You've obviously got like mailing lists, you've got Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, all of these. Although they might not be returning visitors, it will help build out your brand. But then also on the other side of stuff, you can also do browser notifications. If, say, for example, any of you guys are e-commerce store owners, you can build out an app. There's a lot more people that are doing stuff like that. So it all comes down to the budget. I am trying to cover everybody's budget in this. So, for example, mailing list, Klaviyo, for example, I believe it's like $20 a month. You can slap it on your website. Facebook, Twitter, all of those different traffic streams, you can start to build those out very, very easily. And also, if you, for example, create a reel that's only going on YouTube, you can repurpose that reel on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So just bear that in mind. Now, let's take a look at the keywords that they are actually going for. So if we take a look here, organic keywords, or actually what we'll do is we'll load up their top pages as well. So things to do in Idaho, obviously they rank position 1 for that. Idaho Hot Springs, they rank position 1. Sawtooth Mountains, they rank position 1. One thing that I also want to take a look on is, yeah, so they do have individual hot spring pages as well, where they have got like the actual relevant information on how to get there, etc. They also have got, right, okay, that's the actual website for Down Nata Hot Springs. So they have got the things to do in Idaho, but then they've also got hot springs. So it's all very, very well put together on that front. Travel tips, relax at Goldberg Hot Springs. This is a sponsored post. So it does look like they have got unique images as well. One of the magic spots in Idaho. Yeah. Weirdly, they are doing sponsored posts. I guess that's how they make their money, by essentially linking back to whoever's sponsored this post. I don't know if this is YouTube, Twitter. Yeah, Justin Frickle. If we load up his Twitter, he might be a photographer. Yeah, he's a photographer. So that has actually been quite a good exchange because they've been able to get unique images from that photographer. So that's quite good. So that is also a really good way of getting unique images. Just bear that in mind if you guys are trying to scale out a travel website. You can definitely search up people on Instagram, like photographers, and ask them, hey, you've been to Miami, let's say, for example. If you let us use 3 of your images, we'll create a page for you. And again, at that point, you're at least getting unique images on your website. So just bear that in mind, that it's a nice little strategy for any of you travel bloggers out there. So yeah, they've got 7 must things. 7 must visit Idaho hot springs. So then this links up to their Idaho page. Yeah, so they have got a lot of supporting articles that's helping them rank for example, hot springs and things to do. So from an SEO standpoint, and the keywords that they're not doing anything special or crazy. I think that the most important part to this is they are focusing on various different channels. They're not just focusing on Google. And again, like what I've said before, it doesn't cost that much to replicate. Sorry. One thing that is quite interesting as well is that they are actually ranking for Northern Idaho. And again, yeah, this is just a really good website. All the images look unique. I could be terribly wrong in saying that, but they don't look like AI generated images. So that's a really good thing to see. Media library. They have got international newsroom. What's in their newsroom? Culture and history. So this is like the history about Idaho, I'm guessing. Yeah. So they've got decent supporting articles, definitely, and they've got all the press contacts as well. So if we search up her name, international tourism specialist, Idaho Department of Commerce. So it looks like there are real people behind the website. Again, I could be wrong in saying that, but that was another thing that I have seen across a lot of the websites that did get hit by the HCU. You just don't know who's behind the website. So just try and replicate this website. As you can see, you've got all the free URLs. Visit idaho.org, travelsouthdakota.com, and also experiencekissimmee.com as well. So that's been my that's been my video on the travel niche. If you guys do have any questions, or if you guys want me to do a follow-up video, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want a free 15-minute growth strategy call for your website, make sure to check out casualdash.com. Thanks.